right, here we are in a beautiful Andes, Texas morning. A little bit overcast, might rain today, a little windy, so I'm going to speak up over the camera. Handling several cars out of a collection here. We've come down, a couple times, 3 times over the past few years to cover cars. And what you're looking at here is a really sweet 1932 Ford Sedan. Cool little car. Called it, when we get it up on the lift, you'll hear what I called it, so make sure you hang out to the end of the video here. I love cars like this and their good original format. This one's a honey. It's a beautiful body on it. Finding cars like this are trying to find a needle in a haystack. These little 4-doors are great just the way they are. A lot of guys been taking good little iron like this and lifting the body off and setting it on a chassis and making it look old, but just a cool old ride. Anyway, all steel. We're gonna walk around and tell you like we always do. We're gonna cover it. Anyway, the fenders here. The body and paint's older. I'm gonna say it's probably lacquer. This car's had a lot of love in its time. I can tell just by looking at it, the fit of the panels and the doors. And when we get to the undercarriage, you'll see what I mean. So it's got a little bit of character throughout, which is kind of neat, which is what I like about it. You can see the paint's a little bit thin here. It's been buffed on the front before. Maybe it had a little blend touch up here and there, but all the bright work on this is just beautiful. Factory deuce. All the fenders are gorgeous. I felt every lip on these fenders and it's just incredible. Again, wait till we get it up on the lift here. I don't know a lot about the history other than I can tell you by looking at this car. This was somebody's baby for many years. This is the original roof with the original tack strip on it, which is kind of cool. You can also look down the rain gutters here and see all the pinch spots, so nobody's filled this thing with Bondo or anything. All the spot weld spots on the rain gutters. That's one of the key areas you look at these cars. Fenders, I know these cars well. I spend a lot of time around deuces. We'll step back and kind of give you a feel. Little 4-door sedan. They're really gaining in popularity. It's Model B, so it's got a L-head 4-cylinder underneath the hood, 201 cubic inch, 3-speed transmission. I believe it's got an updated box in it. We'll spend a little time and get to know it a little bit more as we go throughout the video here. And of course, it's Spud's Garage like we usually do. The hood sides are beautiful. The hood sides, original 4-piece hood. Again, fenders, there's nothing like Henry iron. Little blend touch up here and there, buffed out. This car's driven some miles and it's cute. The doors, wait till we start shutting the doors and stuff. It's just nice. Cars like this are fun. Sometimes we get a little too stuffy about our cars. This is rock solid. When you get underside, you'll see like I said, what I mean. I brought that out a couple times. Anyway, Excelsior tires. It's got 5.25 550 18s on it. Original style spokes. Again, it's got character and age, that kind of thing. It's got a model, it's got an A gasoline ration sticker from the war. Ohio State University sticker in the windshield here. Cal vent still works. Window still cranks out. We get inside here and we'll cover some more. Step back and let's take a feel. Call this one definitely refreshingly fun. Good solid car. We've had a lot of these good little early irons that are box stock lately, which is kind of neat. They're kind of popping out a little bit. The doors, you can see these are original handles, and you can see a little bit of lacquer checking through here. I mean, just push it with your hands. You don't have to slam them. Get in the passenger side here. All newer, or yeah, I would say it's a newer restoration interior wise, because all the woodwork has been done. All brass hardware throughout it. Looks like an original dash insert there. It's kind of neat. We'll get over to the driver's side. Stock underneath the hood. Mohair. Carpet. But on the bottom side, this car is just really neat. See how the wood has been stained and preserved. Could be original Henry wood, I couldn't tell you. Little pop there. Probably don't want to pop all that out, but it just kind of gives you a feel. Anyway, we'll get it up on the lift for you here and share with you. Really neat, solid. Still has the shade in the back window, or a shade. Headliner's all nice. Again, all the garnish moldings have been redone. A little bit OCD-ish when you look at this. The screws are, most of the screws are clocked on the trim where they could. Bright works nice on the interior door handles. Like I said, this was somebody's baby at some time. Could be yours. Like kind of gangsta. Got a cool look to it. A lot of fun. Load your family, friends in. Down at an affordable level. Too much fun. Full-size spare in the back. It's got Excelsior tires on it, but it's got a Marathon on the back, which is probably a earlier period tire. Ford hubcaps. Again, original roof insert, original tack strip. Single tail light on the back here. So really non-modified. No turn signals. Stick your arm out the window. Anyway, all the fenders, I've kind of went around and felt all my, all the seams on them. Henry stuff. There's a little bit of fuel spill stain on the back here. Again, this kind of car you can drive around town, enjoy, or turn it into what we talked about in the beginning of the video here. This gentleman collects a lot of cars. He stacks them up. He looks for cars that have the potential to sometimes turn into a resto rod or a street rod, and he's decided he's just not going to do that with this one. I don't blame him. This car's cool. Plenty of room for friends. Doors open wide open. You can, again, just by looking at the little intricate details, the start buttons here, the on-off switch, steering column lock, all the woodwork has been redone. The full woodwork, the wood grain work has been done. I think it has a 39 box in it. I started to say that when I was doing the walk around. We'll cross verify that, but right now we'll just call it stock. Waltham gauges, factory, throttle choke, all are functional. Factory pedals. Again, all brass hardware used throughout, or spent some time polishing them or cleaning the heads off. Anyway, windshield cranks out like it's supposed to. We're thinking it's about time we tell you to get in. Tell all your buddies to get in. Let's shut these doors once and show you though. Nice. Another one. Just do it with my hand. Do it again. Yes, beautiful. Anyway, time for you to get in. It's hard to find good, honest, solid bodies like that. This is a honey. Have a great day. All right, a little bit windy, so hopefully you can hear me speaking over the camera around the middle here. I want to cover the engine. I'm going to cover it from side to side. We're going to be able to do one side at a time. Over here on the driver's side, very stock and authentic underneath the hood here. I'm looking at the stamping or the casting number on the side of the block here. I actually believe this is the original engine matching number to this chassis on this car. Chassis VIN number is right down there. Anyway, taking a look at it, they're a 201 cubic inch L-head 4-cylinder. Model B, this was the first year that they put an engine dampener to tone down some of the vibration on these, and also in the Model Bs they went to a modernized bearing instead of the Model A's, so they're quite a bit better engine than they were in the Model A's. Anyway, we'll get some specs at Spud's Garage for you, just operating off of memory there. Love that fan. Looks like an airplane propeller. Very much stock and format. We'll go over to the other side for you. All right, again, speaking up, we'll get over here to the passenger side and cover this for you. Same view as the other side. We actually covered it, I mean the opposite side, but along the same lines. 201 cubic inch L-head 4-cylinder, very nice firewall, original style carburetor and mechanical fuel pump. That's also something they did over the Model A. They were gravity fed from the cowl on a Model A. Anyway, go to spudsgarage.com. Thanks for listening to me. Have a great day. All right, we get to the undercarriage of this four-door deuce. I'm going to call this one Dirt Road Fresh. It is really cool. It's refreshingly solid underneath this car. When I look at the fenders and the original suspension, original mechanical brakes on it, finding them this solid is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Because somebody's either restored this at one time and enjoyed it, or it's just very well preserved. They've obviously redone the floorboards in it with some hardwoods, or possibly newer hardwoods, but they're all stained and satin finished. Factory exhaust. Even has the cloth straps here for the mechanical brake rods. Running boards, the bottoms, these are really nice fenders if you look up in here. Excelsior tires on it. I'm going to say it's probably restored several years ago, but it's really nice undercarriage on this car. This car's cool just the way it is, but it's also the type of car you could lift the body off without any drama and put a nice little chassis underneath it with a small block 283 or something like that. 327. Anyway, Model B, 4-cylinder, bottom side. Fenders on this are just beautiful. Kind of give you a feel there. There. Again, mechanical, factory mechanical brakes. You can see the floorboards here, the batteries in the factory location. It's also really cool to see the splash pans, which you usually don't see. These here and here, because usually those were tossed and scrapped during the wars. Scrap metal, a lot of stuff disappeared. Anyway, factory buggy spring, factory straight axle on the front, mechanical brakes. All factory in its cover the inside of the fenders here for you as best I can. Braces are nice. Little ding here. Typical low. We'll pass back through. Thanks for listening to me. Make sure you go to spudsgarage.com where I took still photos of this one. All right, there you go. Ready for your dirt road run. Have a great day.